What's up, Steeples? Big news today. We have been introduced to the new set that's coming out, and it is in metrics. It's called Bright Lights, and it is looking really cool. I'm very hyped for that. We got new heroes, we got an old heroes, we got Dash in a new version, we got new mechanics, and we got something we've never seen before in Flesh and Blood. It is going to be an all Mechanologist set. All Mechanologist set. That is insane. It is mind-blowing. There's so much cool stuff, and I'm actually really stoked for this, and it is still going to be a draftable set. But that's not what we're here to talk about. What we're here to talk about is what we can buy right now to get ready for it. What cards are out there right now? Some we're going to talk about, people already know about. They're already going up. Some still aren't going up yet. We can spec on those and grab those immediately. So let's get into it right here, right now. The first one we're gonna talk about is the most obvious one, the most intuitive one, and that is Construct Nitro Mechanoid. Nitro Mechanoid is what we have now to construct this battle suit. That is the mechanic that's coming out in this new set. Bright Lights, we're gonna have battle suit. That's what our new hero, our Nikolai Tesla looking guy, that's what he's going to be working with, is making battle suits. So Nitro Mechanoid seems like a card that could be used quite well, because before we had to we were forced to run Visiertronic or Model I as our headpiece, and that didn't block, that didn't really do anything for us. But with this new set, we get all new armor for Mechanoid. And it's all Mechanoid armor, so we don't have to run for the Visiertronic. We can run whatever new mech armor we get and still construct Nitro Mechanoid and feel great about it. So that's what we're gonna go for there. Construct Nitro Mechanoid. This is one that people have already spec'd on and is getting bought out now. If you can grab your playset, go for it. But if you can't, it might not be that bad. It might not be that bad. We're gonna get a lot of battle suits anyway, and Nitro Mechanoid might fall a little short. Now, let's talk about some other cards to get into. One thing that we really were taught is that there is going to be a ton of items coming out. 30 items coming out in this set. That's a ton of new items. And there's supposed to be a new mechanic called Crank, which helps get items out better. So, whether it's give it go again, making them items come in instant speed, I don't know. But we're going to get something. So, let's talk about Cold Foil Plasma Mainline. Because this card was thrown away. This card was not very spec'd on, and it didn't do much in the current state that it's at. But with new items coming in, this card might be pretty big, giving that extra steam counters to items that are coming in. And we're talking about 30 new items. You gotta imagine at least one or two of those is gonna work pretty well with a Plasma Mainline. And you can get this in cold foil. You can bleed it out a little bit. If you don't, have the money to spend on cold foil, it's fine. Just go get it as a, regular. It's still a good card. Plasma Mainline, one that you definitely want to look at and grab it right now. Another one is, and I know it's a bit of a meme, but who knows? Honestly, who really knows? Data Doll. And yes, you can pick up a regular Data Doll, whatever. They're cheap. They're, pennies on the dollar. But a cold foil Data Doll is relatively low, and that is obviously because it's Data Doll. It's not a very played hero. It's not very good. It's pretty bad. But with 30 new items coming in, that might be enough to push her to be good. So if you're looking at getting Data Doll, probably get a microprocessor as well. That's all I'm gonna say about that, because that's a bit of a meme. That could be good. We're gonna move on now though, because the other thing I want to talk about with Mechanologists is the Techlo Foundry. Now, the reason why I want to talk about this is because right now they're being bought out, and they've gone from 80 to 130. That's a lot. That's a huge increase. But, big but, I don't even know if it's quite playable. And that is because we are going to see new armor. We're going to look to upgrade armor. So the heart might not be needed. So if you have a heart, especially if you have an extra one, if you're looking to sell now, I think that was the perfect time too, because it might be that heart just might not be the necessary chest equipment that it once was. So let's keep that in mind. Marker Genius, this is just a super rare, but just pick them up. There's gonna be a lot of items. If you plan to play Mechanologists, this is a super good card. Just pick it up. There's a bunch of super good cards out there that just pick them up, you know. Has some purifiers, induction chambers, you know, get that pistol control deal. You know, pulse wave, harpoon. Those are all just really good to pick up. But particularly Spark Genius will work better with these new items coming around. Okay, now let's kind of shift it here, okay? Because we know it's an all Mechanologist set coming up. Every card's gonna be Mechanologist except for a few. We'll get into that. So let's talk about the cards that are good against Mechanologist cards. And that's talking about the newest one, Mischievous Meeps. This card's already, you know, kind of high from where I would prefer it to be because of what it is. People love the Meeps. But this card gets better with Mech getting more and more prevalent, okay? Mischievous Meeps, great pickup, especially for Benji. We have a Benji deck tech that runs it, but great pickup there. The other cards that we've seen before, Smash in Good Time, solid. Those are rares. Just go ahead and pick them up. Not a big deal. If you're a Brute player, we've seen Leviathan coming around. Arc Smash, that's probably going to be needed here. I would imagine Mech is going to get a bit pushed. So you want to try to be able to destroy these items. Mischievous Meeps, Smash in Good Time, these are things that are generic. You can run. Arc Smash is a bit of a card that's underlooked for Brutes. So think about getting those. Foils are even cheap, so would be worth. Obviously Kyloria, but if you're running Droma, you're already running Kyloria, so you know I'm not going to dwell too much on that. Now the final thing is big news when it comes to thinking about selling or buying cards, and that is Spring Tunic's going to be reprinted. It's going to have a rarity value. It's a legendary, but as far as like your chance of pulling one, it's going to be like the cold foil slot. It'd be basically like a Marvel, but that still doesn't necessarily tell us how easy it's going to be. I don't think it's going to be as hard as like a Marvel Emperor, right? It's not going to be that sort of level, but it isn't going to be easy as well. So the big news here is that it is getting reprinted. It's going to lower the value. So if you want to sell your Tunic now, if you have an extra one, this might be as high as it's going to be. It's going to take a slight dip. However, Tunic's always going to be worth a lot because it's such a damn good card. So you can also still hold on to it and feel good. I'm just saying, if you need money now, it's a pretty good time since the Tunic will be going down at least a little bit. Okay, that's it. Those are all the cards that we have right now. We only have so little limited knowledge, so I couldn't give you more cards. But honestly, I think Plasma Mainline is the big sleeper here. I don't think anyone's really looking at it. Of course, the Nitro Mechanoid is being seen after in all the good Dash cards and all the good Mech cards, but consider that one. I think that one gets overlooked. And then, yeah, get your Meeps. Get your Meeps now. Get your Smash in Good Times. Thanks, guys, for watching. And until the Bright Lights set come out, keep on fapping.